Hi everyone, it's Lisa and Luna from Don't Run with Scissors, back with another Technique Tuesday. Today I'm actually going to be playing with a hot item that's going to be on HSN tomorrow, go figure, timely and all that. But I'm going to be making some shaker cards. Last week I showed you how to more so make this background, but I did turn it into a shaker card and put some sequins in there and my little teeny squirrel. And this card was made with pre-made shaker card squares. And they come in circles, just to go over this real quick. And they have a sticker already put into them that you can peel off. And they come in all sorts of sizes. I have circle ones here and rectangles. They also come in squares. I think a diamond, I'm not sure. Tiny squares, so you can look for those in your stores. It makes life really easy as compared to what I'm going to be doing today. Even though what I'm doing today isn't all that hard, but this is just ridiculously easy. So if you want, you can watch last week's video on how to make the really cool wood grain background and how I made that into a shaker card. But today I'm going to do shaker cards two different ways. Now these were just little prototypes, so this is not what my final product is going to look like. It's going to be similar. These cards are made two different ways. This one here is made by using the WeRMemory Keeper's Fuse, and when you open it up on the inside, you can see through. But again, it's just a prototype. This one here, I haven't even put it on a card yet, but I did make it with some fun foam. So I'm going to show you both cards tonight. So let's get started. Keep this one close by so you can see that. I've done a lot of pre-cutting already just because it makes things more efficient for time. But this fuse is all the rage, and want to show you how to use it. So what I'm going to do here, as you can see, this card goes through two layers, so we're going to cut that right now. I did not do that piece. I have a small square here. I'm going to open my card, and I'm going to center my square, and I have a piece of Post-it tape to keep that where it needs to be. And then I get another piece of Post-it tape to center my square. I'm going to put some poppies on this. This is just going to be a quick hello card. And then I'm going to run this through. I have my Sizzix right here, Big Shot. Decided to pull her out today. Her quick run. Okay. And should everything be fine, it should go through both layers of your card perfectly without an issue. And you have some scraps, and you can always do something with scraps. Okay. So I'm going to put this aside now. So this is going to be the base of my card. This is going to be adhered to it, but what's going to happen is the shaker card piece is going to go right in the middle. And you can use all sorts of things for your shaker card. You could go ahead and use pieces of acetate, some plastic that you have, any number of things. But today I am going to use the fuse. The fuse does have all sorts of things that you can go with it. They come with the pre-made pages, pre-made pockets, but you can make your own. And so what I'm going to do to make my own is I have this packaging left over from some stamps that I got from Newton's Nook. I'm going to take this piece out, and look, I already have it sealed on two corners. Not that the fuse can't handle this itself, but it's already pre-done, so let's keep things simple. So the fuse is pretty neat. It looks kind of like a soldering iron, and it's got, this one in particular has a fine tip. I do have the rotating wheel piece here. So any of you that are going to be watching HSN over and over and over tomorrow, you will be seeing that. I don't mind using this flat tip. I think it works pretty well, and you can see where you're going. I do like to use my mat, and I do like to put a piece of scrap paper underneath it just to absorb some of the heat that's coming off of it. And what did I do with my little square? So my window is this size here. So essentially my shaker card has to be, the piece on the inside has to be bigger than this piece so that you have something to adhere it down to. You don't want to make it too chubby, so be careful when you're lining this up. So if I made my shaker card around this size, I will get my ruler from them so we can mark the edge. I'm going to turn my piece of paper this way. I'm sure if you buy the bundle pack, the mat that they have is fantastic. I did not buy the bundle pack. So I'm just going to now use the fuse. What's going to essentially do is just going to melt the plastic and create a bond. And I'm going to go just a little slow. Make sure that things stay together. This has been on for a while, so it is nice and warm. So if you pick this up and you kind of try to move it back and forth, you'll notice that that seam, nothing's coming through. It has bonded itself together through heat. Essentially, it just melted the plastic, and you should feel it on the other side. So we're going to finish up. What we have to do is actually put the shaker card stuff in. So again, I'm going to come down with my square. I'm going to cut my bag that I have a little higher just so we can put some stuff in it. And I'm going to cut around my crease or my seal that I've made. I'm going to make sure at the moment that this piece that I have created, yeah, I am sorry, I have a glare here, so you probably have a glare there, isn't wider than my card, so I'm good there. And now we're going to fill up our card. Just checking. No, it didn't seal all the way. So come back in here real quick and do that again. Sometimes I've had some trouble with it sticking down, but you can always go over it, double check it. They make it look so easy on TV. Okay, that looks a lot better. And because I'm doing a red card, I'm going to put some shaker card. You can use diamond dust, something that's not staticky. You can use sequins, and you can use some sparkles here. Glitter, chunky glitter, I don't know what they really call it. Pour some of this in my shaker card here. Maybe a little bit more. What's not to love about glitter? Throw some sequins in here. And I found a really great sequins pack at Joann's. It was in the costume aisle. And okay, so now come back in and finish this up. Put my square down just so I can have a idea of where this line should be. And we'll come in and we'll fuse it together. Depending on how thick or thin your plastic is how fast this will all bond to itself. Make sure we get the corner. Looks like we actually did pretty well. And I will tell you, this does get ridiculously hot. You don't want to mess around with this thing. Okay. Yay. So the fuse is great if you're a pocket letter maker or you want to make your own pages to hold odds and ends kind of size, sand. They talk about doing locks of hair. I like the sand idea from a trip. That sounds like fun to me. So we can move this aside. Come back here with our card. What I am going to use is some super duper tacky tape here. And come on in and post this down. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And we're going to have a shaker card in a minute. How exciting! And this one, I'm putting some poppies on it. It's just going to be a simple hello card. And we're going to do the same thing to this side, except on this side I'm going to go all the way down. So that it all sticks together. Tape. Sorry, I got a little crooked at home. Okay, got this piece here. And the bottom. And we'll do one more up top just to seal the card up. Okay, so how exciting is this? Shaker card complete. Takes no time. That fuse is awesome. But as I was saying, if you're any type of scrapbooker or project life page maker, you can buy any, well, the plain scrapbook pages now, and make your own pockets. It's just ridiculously cool. It does take a little time to get used to using it and how much pressure and all that. So here we are. We're going to put this down. And then we're going to come. Oh gosh, who's coming? It isn't Miss Luna herself. Meow yourself. Apparently she likes the camera these days. With all the glitter, though, I hope she doesn't come up. She's notorious. Oh, here she comes. She's notorious for finding wet stickles and sitting in them. So sometimes her butt will be sparkly. It's kind of funny. All right, I've released all of my tape here, and I'm going to try to line this up as best as I can. Hi, Luna. Don't need your help with the glitter tonight. And if this didn't go on exactly how you want it to, yay, look at that. I also did cut out a border because I did want to clean this up, just so that there wasn't anything straggling left over in case I messed up. So I have my glue, where did I put it? It's going to come through. All right. Sorry for the glare at home. Some of this stuff's a little difficult to work with. All right. So now I have my card with my frame. You can see through both sides. There's glitter. It's all fun. And I decided that I'm going to put a poppy on here. And because you easily could, I have these cut out already, die cut. It's the Memory Box Prim Poppy. You could, what I'm trying to say here is, because there's a window here, because it's not a solid background, and when you open it you can see the back, you could do any number of things. You could use a Xyron and stick that down, or you can use glue, which is actually what I'm going to do tonight just to keep life easy. But what I have done is I've die cut two, and I'm just going to do the reverse image on the inside and glue these down so that they look very similar. And then I'm going to make the flowers yellow. So let's make the flowers yellow real quick. And my little scissors. Pop this. You can always layer your dies, always fun. This little guy here. Now we're going to glue it down. Decided to add a little bit of yellow to this card. It was a little dark the last time I made it. Okay. Yay. Shaker cards really are a good wow factor these days. So like I said, you could run this through the Xyron and stick that down. Or you could glue it. I'm going to show you, I mean, if you choose to glue it, you need to realize you are going to see the glue from the background. So just be aware with that. But my foolproof plan here will hide it. Put you up here. Don't move this around. It is plastic. Might as well put the sentiment on the front while we're here. I stamped the, did a die cut from Hero Arts Hello set. I do love this set. And I really can't decide if I like just the die better or the actual stamps. And put hello right down here. And I have a black bow I picked up at Michael's just to finish the front of this card off. Of course I can't get in it. Okay. A little black bow. Put that there. So there you go. There's your shaker card. And like I said, I am going to hide the inside. I have made a second poppy that I'm going to glue down. And I have more yellow flowers that I'm going to put in there. Just so you're not looking at the glue or the smear from the back. But there's your cute little shaker card. So, based on the time, I'm going to call it a night. I will come back next week with the second shaker card that uses the fun foam because it's super cute. It's got a giraffe on it. So I hope you tune in, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good night.